Yo guys, welcome to a new video on the Team Gullit channel. This video is going to be about a formation with the tactics and the instructions as you guys used to. It is going to be the 4-4-1-1, which has quite an interesting fact. Where we see most of the pro players playing a 4-3-2-1. The E-Bundesliga, so the virtual Bundesliga, has been won by Paderborn, Johnny from Paderborn, who played the 4-4-1-1 in this tournament. He is one of the only ones who uses a different formation, so we tried out these tactics and we will explain them to you in this video. So obviously, first of all, we're starting with the tactics. It is pretty balanced, as you guys know by now. The width is on 45, the depth is on 65. In offense, we play balanced, direct passing. The width here is on 50, just leave it as it is. Players in the box is on 7, corners and free kicks on 2 bars. I see you guys thinking, players in the box on 7, that's quite a lot. It is. In this formation, we will have the fullbacks on stay back. Same goes for the center mids. As you guys know, in the 4-3-2-1, for example, I play one of my fullbacks on balance. In this formation, all the players who we can put on stay back, so the center mids and the fullbacks are on stay back. But I still want a lot of players into the box, like go high up on the pitch, make runs. So that's why the players in the box is on 7 at this time. For the instructions, as I mentioned before, the fullbacks are on stay back. Same goes for the center mids. I also put them on cover center. That's because I want them to cover the middle. This formation is pretty strong defensively, and that's because you can keep the middle so compact. We also have like the center forward, which basically is like a cam in defense. He will like come back and you have like the triangle between the center mids and the central attacking midfielder or the center forward in this formation, and he will just help you out in defense, which you will notice a lot. Maybe like when you see this formation, you don't think he's going to be important in defense, but this position, this player you have there is going to be really important when it comes to defending. For the left mid and right mid, we have come back on defense and get into the box for crosses, and my striker is on getting behind and stay central. That's it for the instructions. Nothing like really crazy or something. One thing I have to tell, when you play this formation, you need to try and get players with the long ball plus playstyle in your center mids, because it is so good to play like the long ball passes to the left mid and right mid when they are on a run. That's like quite the strength of this formation. I have to say this formation is pretty hard to play when you are not having these players, because obviously a 4-3-2-1 makes it easier in attack because you have more runs. In this formation you need to create the runs yourself a bit more. Once you get these runs into play, get a bit into the flow, this formation is also really good. The main part of this formation is going from the outside to the inside. That's what you always need to keep in mind. I think this formation is a bit for the people who like to play a bit slower, like keep a bit possession, keep control of the game, like see what your opponent's gonna do. You make the plays, and he needs to press you, and when he makes a mistake or when you see space, you go for it. But most of the time you just keep in control, like a bit more slow build-ups, like not going too quick, because this formation doesn't really offer that to you. Although on the counter-attack, obviously it can, but it is hard to play like tiki-taka through the middle. It's more like going from the outside to the inside and the other way around. Just wait, be patient. As you can see in these clips, the wingers are going to be really important. It is important to have like quick players here. Obviously, in every formation we want to have quick players on the wing, but in this formation it's even more important if you ask me. This formation in defense is incredible. I think it's one of the best together with maybe the 5 backs, which are obviously not allowed in competitive, maybe a 4-2-3-1 which can compete with it, and that is basically it. I think the 4-2-3-1, maybe a 4-1-4-1 and the 4-4-1-1 are like one of the best formations in defense, but this formation offers you a lot in offense as well, and that's what makes it pretty good. It is pretty balanced. I can understand that some of you guys maybe don't like the 4-3-2-1 because it's a bit advanced. This formation, everybody can play it. Something you also need to keep in mind is making use of the fullbacks. Me personally, when I come up against this formation, I hate it when someone plays it from the left back to the center mid with an L1 pass, for example. He triggers the fullback, then plays it to the left mid, and then I get some question marks, like because he has the run probably on the wing, he walks to the inside most of the times, and then it's just like, am I gonna go for the run? Do I put pressure on the ball holder? He can also play the striker in feet. That's just the thing in this formation. You need to create as much question marks as possible for your opponent to make it hard for him to defend. As I mentioned, the biggest advantage of this formation is probably the defense compared to other formations. As you can see, it's just so compact. All you need to do is like keep your players in position, just track them back, maybe play a bit like a pussy, just try to play a manual drop back, just get them back, track them back all the time. Don't switch too early to your defenders, because like the organization of this formation will be good like always. Maybe you feel like you have to switch early to your defenders. In this formation, the back four would just be organized. So once it's not really needed, don't switch to your defenders too quick. Just get back your midfielders, your strikers. Get back, wait. Once you get the ball, just go for a slow build-up again. We just want to play like maybe Barcelona, Ajax, just play a bit slower. We are the better team. We want the possession. Once you have the ball, he can't score. And that's where this formation is all about, if you ask me. If you guys have any questions about this formation, maybe you want to see other formation with the tactics and instructions, just make sure to ask us down below in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet. We would really appreciate that. And all that's left is that I have to say goodbye and see you guys next time. Ciao.